My name is Jorge Velasquez, and I was born in Guatemala, Central America. I am a tailor.
Gina Vargas from Juarez, Mexico. I used to do cosmetology, but now I'm doing sewing, tailoring, and whatever comes to my hands. After an accident I was in a wheelchair, so I thought I was not going to work anymore. I started sewing with helping my husband because it was not heavy stuff, just to be sitting around sewing. And then suddenly, this is a miracle. God makes a miracle. Because I thought I was never going to walk. I used to wear a bracelet from my neck to my foot. And I started walking, and for many, many years, I was suffering from spinal pain because I have hernias, but now nothing hurts.
What inspired you to become a tailor?
Really, and it inspired me of the fashion industry because I like how things move around the world. Really, like in fashion wise, dresses, suits, and all that. So in my mind, I always dreamed to become a very famous designer or somebody will make suits for famous people.
If you could tailor a suit for anyone, you make a suit for.
I would say the president. I will be one of the one of the I guess interesting suit to make because you facing pretty much the nation with something that you creating for him.
Do you remember the first thing you made as a tailor?
A dress for me. I was 11 years old when my mother told me that to clean the house, and then she was going to make a dress for me. So I cleaned the house, and she never made the dress. So I cry, and then I say, well, I will make it myself. And then I did it, and then when I went to the fiesta, everybody was telling me, oh, how nice, beautiful dress. What is the first thing I made?
Did
Yes.
you like what you were doing? Did you like creating
Well,
something?
I don't know what I was doing. I only know that I want a new dress, because it was a fiesta in the corner, and my sister got a new dress. Everybody got a new dress but me. So I make my own. Yeah, and then everybody said that it was better than the one my sister has. So that made me proud, and I say, oh my God, I don't need anybody to make my dresses. I will do it myself. Since then, I do for my daughters, for me, for my friends, and for people.
So, can you recall the first garment you ever made?
Yes, actually, it was like I said, I was probably 14 at the time or 13 years old, and I remember that I wanted to create my own things. It wasn't really something that I want to do, but like I said, I wanted to be an architect at the time. But I like to learn many skills when I was young. So I was into carpentry, electromechanic, electricity, and tailoring was one of them. So my thought was, well, if I get old, my eyes is still good, I can still work. Rather than being a mechanic, you have arthritis or whatever, you can't do it. So that's why when finally I couldn't go to the university anymore, I had those skills with me already. So my first thing that I did was a shirt for me. It was one like 19. There was a shirt that came on Miami Vice, or one of the actor wear one of the shirts like that. It was like white. I mean, yeah, white stripes and green stripes. And once I did it, I said, "Wow, actually, I can make some stuff." So that's when I became to learn how to do pants and shirts and all that kind of stuff.
What year was it that you went to California?
Yeah, I went to California. I was 15 years old. And then I was working, because we were really poor in Juarez. And I started working over there, and I studied cosmetology when I was 21 years old. Before that, I used to do upholstery, decorators. asked me if I want to learn. I said, yes, I will. And then she says, okay, I'll teach you how, but you promise me that you're going to put attention to everyone. I said, yes, yes, yes. So I learned really fast. And then I was doing upholstery I used to work in Beverly Hills with making, I make furniture and draperies, drapes,
Draperies.
drapes for artists and rich people over there.
So, tell me about the switch from cosmetology to becoming a tailor with your husband.
No, I really like my work on cosmetology because I was really good on it. I was not just cutting hair, but I was doing styles, hairstyles. Whatever they ask, I will do. And then it was not easy, but I say, well, I have to do something. I could not be just sitting around looking everybody. I have to do. I have to keep going.
Busy.
And then after that, when I start working, I say, oh my God, I don't have my license anymore. And then I could get it, but it's not gonna be easy because I gotta go to school another few hours. And I said, well, I'm happy sewing. I love to sew. I'm happy with what I'm doing.
What's it like working with your husband?
Sometimes not easy. We have labs hiding in the stuff. No, we get along. We fight like but we working together.
What's it like working with your wife?
Actually, I like it because she's really talented. She's very talented. She does what I mean, we never tell each other. I mean, she does her thing, and she works when she wants to, and she let me do the same thing. So we never push each other. You got to do this. You got to finish something. It's just like, for us, it's like work. It's just like independent.
How did you guys meet?
That's a good question.
Oh my God.
Well, I met actually some of the tuxedo you see has a story as well. When I came here at the United States, I was 18 years old. My first job in the U.S. was in a tuxedo place, and I didn't know anything else but making new pants. And so they told me, "Oh, we don't do that here, so we do alterations." And to me, that was something new. I never knew what alteration is. You mean changing sizes and all that? And so when I worked in the tuxedo place was next to her salon. And so I used to go cut my hair at the salon. I used to have a lot of hair. So I would go every 2 weeks to get my hair, and I always just trim it. I don't do like.
Anyways, after he met me, he used to go over every 2 weeks. After he met me, he was there every day. Cut my hair until one day I told him, "Well, you want me to shave it because you don't have any more hair?"
So that's how we met. She was coming from Los Angeles, and I was, so we're like a door apart, the business.
How long have you guys been together?
Almost 35 years.
35 years. That's amazing. Congratulations.
So how did you go from a couple to this, like, work? Let's start a business.
Actually, since we met, pretty much we started a few years after we got married. We decided to because I guess her and me. I mean, she kind of handled more to work for somebody than myself. So I decided. I said, well, I think I'm gonna have to open my business, so I won't deal with anyone else but myself. So it has advantage and disadvantage, but we pretty much started like a few years after we got married. She had her salon. She had two salons in California, and I was the helper. I was the one sweeping the floor. And so for a long time, she did it over more than 20 years. She did
Haircut.
the beautician
Where in California?
in
California.
Torrance, California.
Yeah.
And I had my business in Hermosa Beach.
How has your business changed over the years?
It does change. For instance, in the tuxedo, it has dropped a lot.
Why do you think that is?
Because now the quinceañera is no longer what it used to be. Now they don't use the 15 chambelanes, or I don't know how it's called in English.
Sí, chambelán.
And then they probably use like one or two, and that's it. Same thing with weddings. It's like use one or two guys, and before was a group of 15. Have kids, because kids, they used to also dress up with a formal
Yes.
tuxedo or a suit. Now it has changed in a way that, as I was telling you, now they taking the suits away.
What is this tailor's most important skill?
Actually, there's several things involved, not just I would say the quality of work. It means a lot to customer. I notice some people, they compare stuff that I do with some other people, and they tell me, well, you're like a day and night. Your job is excellent. That means that I do put a lot of effort into people stuff. And no matter what, what brand, what type of suit, sometimes people bring me stuff that for them, it's like trash. And when I get it fixed for them, it's like, this is like impressive, like new. So I think to me, it's not just the stitching, it's the quality of work and how it gets done, and customer service. That's very important.
Why do you like to create so much?
Well, I like, I don't talk too much, but I think a lot. I'm very observative, and I make see if I see somebody doing something that if it's important to me, I will make a song from there. Or if you told me some story, and I will make a song from there. It's been since I was little. I think this has been forever with me. I seen people with the nice dresses, and I don't have them, so I learned to make them for me, and then I was very happy that that's the first thing that I want to look like them. They have money, I don't. So I want to look like them. After that, I like to design, and almost in a perfect way. Like if you request something, I would like to do it exactly that way you requested. I don't wanna like to you request something and then look, that's different because this is hard or because I can't. No, I will do it exactly no matter what. And that's what I every I celebrate myself every time I make something because I see the people's face that they're happy with what I'm doing, and then I say, I make it, I made it.
I want to talk about your singing for a second. How long have you been a singer? Like since you were a kid?
Forever. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. My father, when I was probably like 5, 6 years old, my father used to play guitar, and I hear his guitar almost talk. It's not just a playing guitar; it's almost talk. I hear, and then I used to sit behind him because I've been all my life I've been shy. I don't know what I'm doing here with but I used to sit behind him and listen to him. And then when I like a song that he was singing, I will sing with him. And then he pretends like he didn't hear. He pretends like nobody's there because he know me. But after one day, he told me it was going to be a fiesta in one of the sindicatos. He used to be a taxi driver in Juarez. And then the sindicato, he says, it's going to be like a fiesta, and they want people to sing. And he told me, do you want to sing? I said, yes. And then he teach me a song, and then he take me over there. And since then, I was invited to a lot of places to sing.
What's your favorite part about singing?
My favorite part of it.
What's your favorite part about it?
That helps me a little bit to live, to be not too shy. Because see, when I was going to sing in front of people, I feel like I want to make a hole and get in there. Yeah, oh my God, I want to hide no matter where. But after I start singing, I was like a monkey, jumping and doing everything. Are you shy? Yes. But when I'm singing, I become a different person. Very happy, and then I was singing with a lot of famous people from Mexico. They used to come to California, and then when they want somebody to to fill the show, I was like the call Gina, because they used to. I remember it used to be three singers. Sometimes if they have only two, they will call Gina. Yes, and then I sung with Lola Beltran, with Maria de Lourdes, with a lot of Mexican. They used to call me, and I was happy because they were paying me money. So I say, okay, I'll go. No matter, I'll go.
Last question for you for right now. Do you still sing?
Yeah, I will always sing. Probably not the same than when I was young, because I used to sing like folkloric, like bravío, huapango, a lot of huapangos, and very strong music with mariachi. But I was singing like romantic too, with a trio. I love music, no matter what, whatever it is. I love to sing with music, and I don't know, probably not this. I'm not the same. I don't have the same voice, but I still singing. I,
That's
I,
beautiful.
I think I will always do. That's what my father taught me, and he was happy with me.
George, I want you to walk us through the process of designing a custom garment. Where do you start? Someone walks in with an idea. Where do you go from there?
Well, that can be one thing how to make a custom. Let's say somebody walks with an idea, or if they want my opinion, then we look at the structure of the customer's body, and we go from there. We take measurements. I mean, everything that requires from head to toe. Uh, we take measurements from arms, waist, the legs, the chest, the underarm. It's a variety of measurements, and that way it gives us the exact measurements that the customer needs for a suit or a dress.
Once you have those measurements,
Hmm.
how do you translate that into something?
That
You have a bunch of numbers on a
right.
piece of paper.
Well, that's
He makes the designs. He has there. He makes the design of what he's going to make with measurements and
so. Let's say, for instance, we have uh, this is one of my sketch that
Make sure
it, it gets into.
Can you hold it up to the camera?
Sure. Let me just kind of remove this. So, for instance, I make. Oops, sorry.
A little higher?
Um,
Perfect.
so this is one of my sketch that I make for. This was a custom suit. So in my mind, I'm figuring the customer how it looks, how high, everything. It's symmetrical in my mind, other than the numbers. So I of course the numbers help me to create the sketch, and from there, uh, from here, then I have to, if a customer wants to do more than one piece, I already have a pattern, okay, other than a sketch, because this is just giving me an idea. How is it going to look? I need the actual product. How is it going to be made? So I have to make a pattern for the customer. Unless it's only one piece that they will never do again, then it's not worth doing a pattern for them. But if customers say, you know what, I would like to come back to you and have my pattern ready, so that way I can order as many as I want. So that makes it easier for us because it's already with us, measurements and pattern. So maybe we do a little bit of adjustments over time. Some people fluctuate on weight, or
Sure.
so, and that's how we translate the numbers to the actual. This one here, for instance, was
We hold it a little higher. Perfect.
this,
Not in front of your mouth though. Right there.
this was a dress that it was they wanted for was it I think it was a wedding, and they couldn't find the dress that they want, so they came to me and they says, "Can you guys work on something like either idea or a picture or something?" They bring us sometimes, and then I put, even regardless of what idea they have, I had to make it my own sketch so I know what is up. It stays with me.
You have to see it.
Exactly. So, and this is something that we create for with a very fancy dress for the lady because it was a wedding. So, and that's another sketch that we did.
So you made that dress?
Yes.
And was she happy with the dress?
Absolutely.
It was her wedding dress?
It was a wedding dress. Anything that we've done, customers are really happy with the work, and that's another thing that I don't let customer go before they really satisfy of what they want, because I always tell them it's my reputation that you carry every door you go into, or you stay into, give that impression, so that's my reputation.
What's the most challenging thing you've ever had to make?
This is remember I was showing you that sketch that was half suit, half dress. It was for the same. Let me see if I can find it here. So this one I never done. I never done nothing.
A little higher? Perfect.
Nothing like this. This was his own sketch. He did his own sketch. This was not mine. So.
But it was difficult to make?
It was difficult to make because it's a combination of a dress and a combination of a suit. So you literally cutting the two designs into one.
How did it turn out?
It turned out really good. This is one of the pieces that he took to Burning Man. So, and I've done so many pieces for him that he's like really, he gets like crazy ideas, and he said that the crazy it is, the more effective it's out there. He pays quite a bit to do his stuff, and but that was one of the most, because of the type of material, the type of style he want. Because as you can see, it's open from one side. I said, how is it gonna hold up? So I had to make it work. And then it has like a little strap here somewhere, but it doesn't work for the shoulder. It's just like a look or something.
Yeah, it's just a little fashion
Right.
piece.
So that was one of my.
What are you guys most passionate about? Besides when you walk in these doors, when you walk out that door and you're done with work for the day, what are you most passionate about?
I would say for me, it's people's satisfaction that we accomplish.
If you weren't a tailor, if you weren't in this business, what would you be doing?
Like if you retired today,
If you're retired, yeah.
tomorrow, what would you be doing all day?
I
Besides doing
had
this?
to do something to keep myself going, because I guess me and my wife, we can't be just sitting watching TV in a sofa. I mean, we get tired, of course. We do rest, and then once we feel like we're rested, then we do something else. Yeah, and
Never
so
stop.
no, we don't stop, and that's I think that's our I think our reward, and that
Yeah.
we keep going.
That's
We
true.
have health, which that's important for us.
I don't take like this like a work. I take it like a hobby.
There you go,
There is.
a hobby. She
Hobby.
does. We really are doing in every way possible a professional work.
We're here to help them make their dreams come true.
I would say that I mean, more than welcome for the community of El Paso to see the type of work that we do, and we're more than glad to help them in any way possible with everything that we know how to do best.
Yeah.
And
We're here to help everyone.